Okay, welcome back everyone for another episode of Ultimate General American Civil War. Today we're going to be playing through the First Battle of Bull Run. The battle description is as follows. Several miles east, the Confederate Army of PGT Beauregard has deployed along Bull Run River to guard Manassas Railroad Junction. From the other side of the river, Brigadier General Irvin McDowell is leading the Union Army and is looking for a weak point to attack. The Confederate Army is stretched out to defend all possible river passages. You are in command of the left flank, which is likely to become the main target of the Union Army. The utmost side of your defensive line ends at a stone bridge. The Federals may assault this point head-on or maneuver from a western ford. If the Union attempts to attack your position, you will receive reinforcements from Beauregard and from Joseph E. Johnston, Army of the Shenandoah, who are soon to arrive by train. Okay, let's slaughter our guys in, and then looks like we'll be getting some help, which is appreciated. I was hoping we'd have some bigger brigades. None of these are really that big, but I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Okay, let's get started. Our main forces are deployed a few miles east of this location, guarding the Manassas Railroad Junction. Bull Run River is the natural barrier between our lines and the Union Army on the other side. To protect the left flank of the army, we need to guard all the fords. Our forces are stretched thin along Bull Run River. We do not have sufficient regiments to guard this passage, but you need to be alert for any enemy movement. McDowell may attempt to cross with a portion of his army from here. This small hill near Matthews Farm is a good position to create a defensive line in case the enemy threatens our left. Henry Hill is another strong position for our artillery, and it must be secured. Your orders are to defend your position and scout for enemy movements. If the Federals attack you, reinforcements will be dispatched from southeast. General, Federal forces have been spotted on the other side of the river and will certainly try to cross it from this section. Take position on that hill to stop any attempt of the enemy to cross the stone bridge. Pay attention to this ford, which is also a possible passage for the Union Army. We do not have enough forces to guard the passages westwards of your current position. You should still scout the area, as the Federals may attack from this side. Matthews Hill must be defended should the Yankees attempt to breach our left flank. Delay the Yankees until you receive more reinforcements. Good luck, General. Alright then, let's go ahead and get everything sorted. I'm going to put Bernie and Paxton, probably Bernie in these woods over here to watch the river ford there. And then everyone else I will have over here. We'll set up our artillery right there. Got our cavalry trigger here. And this should be good. Put Bernie in here. And then I'll just have Paxton in reserve. I'm not too concerned about Matthews Hill over here. As you can see from our objectives, we don't need to hold it. So it's just kind of like an optional thing. I was hoping that there would be a vantage point that would let us see more of the battlefield, but unfortunately we're a little bit blind when it comes to what's going to be going on over there. I don't want us firing solid shot, so I'm going to hold off for now. So I'm going to turn off supply. But it does look like they're interested in crossing over here. So I'm going to get my men in position to be able to fire, especially while they're in the river. That's a really good opportunity to do some good damage. Union cavalry. Looks like they were spotted up to the north. I'm going to bring my own cavalry back. Okay, and now I'm going to have artillery open up over here. I'm going to wait to see what they do over here. If they start to look like they're going to fire on Kemper, I'm going to bring him back. Looks like this artillery piece might be firing on Kemper. I can't really tell. I've got Hodgson in here. If they decide to charge into us, they're going to be in a world of pain, so good luck to them if that's the case. Let's bring Siegfried forward. Because I want him to be able to fire on them. Oop, and there it is. Let's have Kemper withdraw. Get Siegfried in position. Turn Kemper around. Get him firing. And now we'll just let the battle play out for a little bit, see what happens. Feeling pretty good at the moment. Okay, great. Looks like we pushed them back for the time being and have taken fairly minimal losses. I might even start to push Paxton across the river a little bit, just to help with these skirmishers. Yep, Palmettos, that's what I thought. I'm gonna bring Kemper back. I don't want him getting shot up too bad by that artillery. And we'll have our own artillery. Cease fire. Just kind of curious, just looking at looking to see how Bernie's stats have increased from just a little firefight over here. Nothing big is happening, so I'm gonna speed up the timer a little bit. Great, we're pushing them into the river. That's going to be really bad for them. Let's slow it down again. They're within range of my shell, so we'll fire some shell on them. Excellent. We shattered the skirmishers. So everything's looking pretty good at the moment. Let's just have Paxton. I had them running, so let's just have them recover their condition a little bit. And it looks like the Union forces have withdrawn again. See if we can't get in a little bit more tree cover over here, just to reduce the damage that we're going to take from the artillery. Union secured Matthews Hill. That was expected. We aren't really attempting to put up a fight over there. Now when they get into shell range, we're going to open up. There's one. Wait for them to get a little bit closer. Okay. I'm gonna have Hodgson cross the bridge a little bit, actually. Maybe Curtin as well. Let's see if we can't do something about this artillery while it's exposed. Let's slow it down. Send trigger across. I'm gonna put him in the trees. Excellent. So we shattered them. Let's get Hodgson in. Let's get Hodgson in position to fire over here. We're going to take a shot on this artillery, and then I think we're just going to straight up charge into these other units. Let's fall back there. Okay. Here we go. This is why we've got him. We're charging in. Oh, skirmishers. Okay, there we go. Get trigger up here. charge is still going fairly well. I want to take out these skirmishers, and then I will send my cavalry in over here. I'm gonna start getting Siegfried across. Just chase them down. I'm still feeling pretty good about this. I probably should have sent another unit across with Hodgson, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start forming up a little bit of a defensive position over here. Okay, let's hold off here. And excellent, they have surrendered. Let's yes, let's start getting our cannons turned around to deal with this over here. I would have hoped that Hodgson had recovered by now. Looks like they're getting there. And then let's start walking Hodgson back. Some more skirmishers. Let's bring Kemper over. Let's move our artillery up a tad. Yeah, I really just want Hodgson back across the river, and then I'm going to rest him. So let's Siegfried get another shot off here up close. And so far we're looking good. We haven't run into any of their infantry brigades, which I'm taking as a win at the moment. Now we're just trying to harass them a little bit. Let's let Siegfried take a shot. And then let's get in there. Okay, that's looking good. Unfortunately, the cavalry is very tired, but it's fine. They'll get over it. I actually don't want to be running them. I want to be walking. And I hope that they will shatter soon, so I can pull my cavalry back and let them rest. But they've been doing really well. They're getting a lot of melee experience. Yeah, just waiting for things to happen, I guess. Let's get those artillery pieces a little bit more ammunition, since there's a bit of a lull here. Gosh, I really just want this unit to shatter so I can rest my shock cav. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Still waiting for this to come to an end, which is very annoying. And we're getting shot up. Ah, there they are. There's the skirmishers. Let's turn. Let's let them shoot because they are in shell range. I'm gonna stop supplying my cannons. Gosh, this is still happening. This is what's really bad about when a unit is exhausted. They just become so much less effective. But I would have hoped that their unit would have routed by now. Nope, still going. Where's Trigger? Okay, here he is. Bring him over. Just want him in the center of our forces, raising morale. Artillery, fire. I feel like my artillery isn't firing. Okay, fire? There we go. And over here. What are these guys got? Reboards. Looks like we'll give them a parting shot over there. Let's bring Kemper down a little bit. I'd love to get a closer shot on these guys. And then let's give out some small arms ammunition. I know some of our guys are getting low. Not really low, but you can see they are missing a chunk, and Bernie's done a lot of fighting. Gosh. Okay, hopefully that will give us a little bit of a boost so that we kill them a little bit faster. I don't like that they just moved a supply wagon into these woods. That seems very odd to me. So I'm going to try to... Well, I guess we're going to have to withdraw to Henry Hill anyway. General, it seems that the enemy outnumbers us. We must retreat and reorganize our forces. Henry Hill is a good place to form our defensive line. General Jackson is moving up with fresh troops to help us. Stop the enemy offensive. Do not lose this hill, or our flank will collapse and we will be forced to withdraw to Richmond. Okay, looks like there's some skirmishers right here. Just in the thick of it with this artillery piece, which is funny. They were armed with a pretty good rifle, so yeah, I'll take that. Let's move these men up. Let's get Hampton up here. And let's establish a position over here. If possible, I'd love to hold them on the river and then come around here. I think that would be pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and move them down. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. Let's see if we can't pull them out. Maybe I'll send Hodgson to try to lend some support. But that is just so annoying that this unit survived in spite of all that. Maybe I should have pulled them out sooner. Okay, it looks like they will get across, which is good. Yes, keep moving up these guys. We will need them. Kemper over here. Where's my supply wagon? Let's stop supplying for a little bit. Let's get my cavalry back. I mean, this is pretty good. 600 kills for 100 losses. That's really not that bad. I wish we'd shattered this unit, but at the end of the day, that is not too terrible. Stuart's cavalry is here. Not armed with those amazing uh, repeater carbines as they had before, but you know, something's better than nothing. A lot of men coming over this way. Let's try to reposition these cannons so that they're more useful over here. Okay, they're starting to move across that river. Once they get into it. Yep. Let's move these men down a little bit to get them involved. What are we armed with? Springfields. Okay, so pretty basic weaponry. Let's get our cavalry back over. Hodgson is doing pretty well. Covered a lot of condition. I'd love for him to get some more though. I don't know what these guys think they're doing. Yeah, that was silly of them. Like I wasn't going to charge in there with Stuart and knock him out. Oh man, Stuart got wounded? That's crazy. Got wounded in this, what should be a pretty easy melee. Oh well. What are these men armed with? Also Springfields? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like they have a lot of artillery concentrated over here. And I would love to take advantage of that. I'm gonna go ahead and move Stuart over here. Try to get around on the flank over here. Just let him start wailing on these guys. Oh, there's a charge. Let's get Beauregard over here. Yep, try to fire into them. Okay. They should be routing now. Well, supposed to. How are we doing over here? Hampton's engaged. Let's go ahead and start bringing our own troops into the engagement over here. And we'll have these guys coming up, which is good. Bring them over here. I'm good with Hodgson just staying here. Let's get them to hold position so that they can recover. And I like what I'm seeing over here. I think we've got them pretty darn good. Let's have Hodgson run over. I actually would love to try to hit this cavalry while it's still trying to cross the river. Let's move Bernie out a little bit. Yeah, this unit is just getting shredded, which is good. Okay, let's get Stuart moving out. Excellent. They are routing. Just what we wanted. Now let's bring Siegfried around over here. And move Hodgson out. Oh, that is unfortunate. Did not mean for that to happen. Let's get some concentration. Gosh, they're just totally unable to get across this water. Okay, everyone's pretty well engaged. I'm happy with this. Stuart, I think, finally made it out of the river. Good for him. Let's see if we're getting around on that artillery. Speaking of getting around on the artillery, Stuart coming around. Let's bring Stuart to bear over here. Still tired, otherwise I would bring him up. Okay, let's run Hodgson. Ooh. I didn't expect there to be a unit there, that's interesting. But we are causing a lot of damage, there's a lot of carnage. Ooh, there's some cavalry coming our way. Let's try to get away from them. Oh, and speak of the devil. If it isn't our old friend. I'm going to bring this unit back. I'm going to have you come over here. Let's turn on that for a little bit. Paxton's actually taken a fair amount of damage. Let's get him back. What are these guys good at? Good in a firefight. There's just a massive amount of Union troops that have routed so far, which is great. I'd love to get even more routing. I think a bunch of skirmishers just laid into, yeah. I would love for Siegfried to just chew through the side of this brigade. Please. Yeah, that was a fantastic volley. Okay. This cavalry's just sitting here, that's great. I will approach it. I'll try to get fairly close and then just lay into him. What we got going on over here? Okay, we've got our own little cavalry fight taking place over there. And send our guy after him. And that should be the end of that unit, but we'll see. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's keep bringing men back. Where is, here we go, Stuart. Wait for them to close in a little bit more, and then we're gonna open fire. Paxton took quite a few losses. It's a little less than ideal, but it's fine. Fine in the grand scheme of things, probably. Fine, look who's back. Let's go ahead and see if we can't fire on them while they're in the river. There we go. They're wavering. Excellent, and they are done. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention to Stuart. This could be really bad actually, because I think I'd get Stuart after this fight, after this battle. So that's kind of bad, I would say. Trigger over here. Let's get Milroy over there. Move him forward. Alright, everyone across the river. Especially if you're at full condition. Let's run across this river. Beauregard, you come over here. Move up Siegfried. Run. Good, he's running. Nice shot. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. think I'm going to send the 33rd Virginia across that bridge to take care of those stragglers, that Ohio regiment, or brigade, whatever it might be. Oh yeah, let's take out this artillery piece. Let's run Bernie up this hill. I really want him to get involved over here. Yep. Milroy, I want firing over here. Oh, okay, let's go deal with this cavalry unit. Because I don't like the thought of them coming around and capping. I'm actually going to put those 2 artillery pieces back there. Yep, keep chasing them. And then let's get moving over here. Move over some, move over. Okay, they're eager, that's good. Gosh, these guys are down to 99 men. Gosh, getting through these woods really was tough. Okay, artillery should open up on them. And then afterwards we're going to charge. Okay, here we go. Okay, we broke them. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I don't want to chase them too hard. With my cavalry unit, just because I remember how that went last time. And lo and behold, my commanding officer got hurt as I told him to withdraw. Maybe even through friendly fire. And I think we got that unit. Okay, excellent. We got them. Let's get Stewart up here. What happened to our supply? Here we go. And, well, we've got most of the Union forces in this pocket over here, which is pretty cool. Fairly happy with that. I think, Curtin is pretty much done this battle. Make sure that we're affecting morale as much as possible for the good. We'll capture these supplies, that'll be nice. Excellent. Let's get a little sneaky shot on Burnside over here, and then withdraw. Trying to get my soldiers to more fully envelop them, but it's kind of late in doing that. It looks like they're trying to take these supplies back, which I do not want them to do, in case anybody was wondering. Let's turn on the cannon resupply for a little bit. Counterattack. Well, I think we're already doing that. General, the Union is severely weakened, and now we can counterattack with our fresh reinforcements that will arrive shortly. Concentrate the attack on their right flank and drive them right back to Washington. Well, hopefully us getting fresh troops. Oh, there it is. Jackson held like a stone wall. That, of course, being a reference to Jackson's famous name, Stonewall. Stonewall Jackson. This is the battle where he earned that nickname. It looks like Bernie is having some success getting around to the enemy flank. Let's get Stewart back. Where's Beauregard? Beauregard, get over here. Okay, let's stop doing that. Let's try to get up close and deliver a solid volley into Burnside. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's move this artillery up. I neglected to move them. Gosh. What if I just dismount Stuart and have him... Just have him come up here and keep shooting. Excellent. Okay, it's looking like our enveloping attack is mostly going well. I have a couple of units that aren't involved that I'd like to get involved. And I might just charge B in. Hopefully cause a mass rout. Okay. Yep. Keep bringing these guys in. These guys are able to fall back so quickly. Yep, keep on coming. And just keep pouring it on. See if we can't envelop them a little bit more. I keep bringing in Paxton and Kemper. And now let's get B running in for real this time. For real this time. Let's go. There they go. Excellent. Got one to surrender. Would love to get some more though. Trying desperately to catch them. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up since this is pretty much a foregone conclusion that we've got this battle. Move over our supplies. And just keep hammering them over here. Where's Paxton? Okay. I might have Curtin charge into these skirmishers. Just because they can't have that many units, right? Probably when these skirmishers fire again. Okay, let's go. Perfect. And they surrendered. And that's it. Okay, well, we came with a lot more units than they did. They felt very under strength in that battle. Oh, it was 23,000 to 14,000. Had about a 1-to-5 casualty ratio. Rescued a lot of these Springfields, probably from, well, definitely from the troops that we had on loan to us. Also captured quite a few, captured a lot of reboards, captured some of these sharps, which are really good. I'm pretty happy with that. The War Service Medal, very nice. We were given General Jackson, Stonewall. Yeah, give it an extra corps, which I'm sure will come in handy. We've got Shiloh here, where we can only bring one corps, so that's kind of interesting. But we're expected to field 20 brigades. So we're going to have to increase our army organization. Let's see how many brigades we can bring to these other ones. 13, okay. And $12. Okay, so we're going to do this one. We're going to ambush the convoy. And in order to do that, we're going to need to increase our army organization by 1 point. Very nice. And then I think I'm going to put it into politics just because you can never have too much money. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Bernie, good job. Let's give him the musketry drills. Oh, we can move up to 3,000 soldiers. I don't think I want quite that many yet, but very neat that it's possible. Um, and let's see. So I can get up to about 2,000 with the MJ&G Type 2. I don't want to lose a bunch of rifles in the upcoming battles, so I'm actually going to equip them with the Mississippi, which is a little bit of a worse firearm, but that's okay. We're going to be saving those for the MJ&G for we're going to be saving those for Shiloh versus using them right now. Give them 2,200. That seems reasonable. And let's outfit our new division. So yes, we'll take a colonel. And then the question is, how do we want to outfit them? I'm probably thinking 2 infantry brigades, skirmishers. What would I give my skirmishers? I do have plenty of sharps from our last battle. All these revolving carbines, that could be really cool. Decisions. These have a really long range, but they're not going to be very effective from long range. Which I kind of don't understand, because it says this is a shortened version, but its effective range is longer, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think this one would have the longer range, but what do I know? What do I know? Okay, well, let's get infantry. Let's get infantry going. Just kind of looking at everything that I can get. So let's get this colonel. No, I don't want a skirmisher brigade. I want infantry. We'll start from the bottom. Give them Springfields. Perfect. Let's start with another colonel from the bottom. Yep. Give them Springfields. Now let's see where their efficiency starts to hurt. Looks like it's around 1,600. We start taking a little dip, so maybe I'll put them at 1,500, just so that they're not suffering that efficiency malice.
Yes, sir.
Looking good. Do I want skirmishers? What do I want? What do I want? Do I want some skirmishing cavalry? Could give them the musketoons. That might be fun. Or the carbines. Let's see. Fire rate of 175. Fire rate of 100. Effective range 300. What about you? 340. But they're the max range damage multiplier is a lot better on the my musketoon friend than it is on these carbines. And decisions. Well, for now, I will get some more veteran artillerymen. Can't go wrong with that. We'll put them in over here. And we need to start to diversify, although we really don't have enough equipment to diversify, sadly. Really hurting for all the artillery. We're seeing one of the drawbacks. Usually I'll go with logistics because this will increase the weaponry that we'll have in shop after each major battle, and we're seeing here how that is hurting us because we have very few artillery guns that we can buy. Now I could give them howitzers. It's going to make them much shorter range. Or I could just keep them the 3-inchers and try to keep them safe. I think I am going to do that. I'm just going to have to try to keep my artillery safe. How many more veterans do I have? 145. That's really not too bad. So let's put some in our cavalry here. Perfect. And we'll put in some rookies, not too many. Let's do 350. This seems like a nice, good spot for him. And well, now it says Pogue has led a battle. It makes me a little nervous about switching him because I don't want even though we all know Curtin was in that last battle, I don't want to lose this. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll rename him Pogue. And then let's get a cavalry brigade. And this one will have Curtin. And let's go with these carbines. Looks like I can put in about 350, which is great. And ultimately I decided on the carbines because they're going to be firing more often, and the more that they fire, the more their firearm stat is going to go up. Lastly, to get our artillery fixed, and yeah, we can go with a high-level captain, I think. It's not like we have a lot of artillery to use anyway. And we're going to kit him out with 5 12-pounder howitzers. And I'm doing that because I want to be able to give him a better gun. I mean, maybe I should just give him the maximum for the 12-pounder howitzers that I have, and then You know, if you can't use the Napoleons, I mean, are 5 Napoleons going to be better than 10 12-pounder howitzers? I'm not sure. So I think I am just going to give them the 10 12-pounder howitzers. And we'll call it good with that. Okay, let's get these guys back up to strength. Just looking at everyone's stats so far. And do I want to give them Springfields instead? It will make them a little bit. Will make them a little bit worse in melee, but also better in a shootout. So I think I'll keep them with the muskets for now, but I might upgrade them to Springfield later on. What's the reboard? Melee 65, 60. Yeah. 80, that's surprising. That is a surprisingly good melee stat. 60, 80 again. 85. 85, that's really good. Okay, so we'll keep him with the musket. Let's get our guy. Unfortunately, he's going to lose out on his perk. But that's okay. I'm going to put him at 1600 men. I think that'll be really good for him. Paxton. We'll put him at 1600. And I think this is pretty good. I think this is good. Oh. We'll increase our supply. Let's take a look at what we can get. Oh. Oh, here we go. Well, this solves the problem with the 10 12-pounders, if I want to solve that problem. Or I could give them to Milroy, make him the Napoleon user, and then give him the extra 3-inch guns, which I might do. So yeah, I think right before Shiloh we will for sure be buying this, and then I'll probably go. I might get one of these as well. This one is especially good. The melee is especially good, is what I'm thinking. This overall is a better rifle. But I don't know. This one's cheaper, so I do like that. Oh, and there's no option for money. That's fascinating. Usually there's a money option. You can spend a reputation for money, but not this time. Okay, well, with that, we're gonna call that the end of the day here. Thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it if you leave a like, a comment, or please subscribe. Would appreciate one or all of those things. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.